People, welcome back to Politics Watch. This is Sir P. Now today I'm going to talk about the new so-called tougher laws that they're bringing in to combat mystery wealth. And it's basically going to deal with some politicians and individuals in general who come across money, but the money is shaky. But before I go any further, I have to give a special birthday shout out to my patron, Sean. Just I hope say you have a great day and you live long until them son you, as old time people say. Right, your girlfriend and tell me say you turn gym boss now, right? I live in the gym. People, health is wealth, right? No matter how much money you have, no matter how much care you have, if you're not healthy enough, if you can't function properly, right? If your limbs are not in order, right? If your cardiovascular system is not functioning as it should, it don't mean nothing. Look after yourself, right? Don't have to go in the gym. If I even walk up, I look at one ill. Health is wealth. Let me get into the video now. See, I like these topics. I like these topics because, yes, it's all good and exciting when we get to talk about Preke Boy apps and things like that. But these videos, these topics are ultimately the things that shape our society. And you see, only a certain type of people interested in these videos. Only the PIA are interested in these videos. That entertainment addicted section of my subscriber base will blow like the wind. To them over here, so to them over there, so then go up on our channel and them to Sir P and then come back over here and them to Sir P are the best. That group of people who have been trying to shake off from what we kill Fido, they have no interest in these videos. So I could talk about it now. PIA one of them. People. I was reading the Gleaner. Well, couple news sources come out today, but the Gleaner listed as concisely as I would want. And they mention that the government now amend some laws and they're going to get tougher on mystery wealth. And some of the people who are going to get affected by these newly amended laws are lawyers. And the fact say enough of them get their money from criminals.
Yo, I real thing, you know. I real thing, because I know certain time I first step at jail. When I first step at jail, I link a bridge and I say, yo, you can't give me one number for one top lawyer. One top lawyer have a good track record of busting case. And him say you can give me 2 phone number. And I say, who are the 2 man them? Him say, well, 2 different lawyers I can give you. One named Peter Champagne and the next one named Peter Bagjuice. Peter Champagne are the expensive one and Peter Bagjuice more affordable. Who you want? So I say, give me Peter Champagne number. When I call the man, I hear how much money the man want. I have to say, the man say, bossy, where I get them kind of money there from? I not have money there. I not have money at all. The man hang up the phone for me. So I have to call Peter Bagjuice. I say, bossy, how much you want? The man I tell me say, he want $10,000, 1 spliff and a Guinness. Boy, I tell you, big up my lawyer, yeah, man, Peter Bagjuice. And them man that we I work with.
Well, as them say, you get what you pay for. So make you see what Peter Bagjuice can work out for you on the station there. But people, you have to break it down. Because you see, when these kind of amendments come out, and people look at headlines. People are too obsessed with reading headlines. I've noticed the culture. But no one read the details and the fine prints and look at little words here and there. I didn't tell them the difference. You know what going on, people? I have a couple problems with these amendments. Yes, they might be sincere. I cannot see the art of a man. I don't know if Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Dr. Peter Phillips are being sincere. Me can't see no man art. All me can do is look at what I put in front of me and try and make out sense from nonsense. Now people, look on this. Look at your screen right now. The one at the very top about political parties that going to reject any links, we're not even going to count that one there. As a nation, I'm telling you right now, completely ignore that first one. Because what them say about political parties are going to reject any links to gangs, that's, come on. When have they ever claimed any? When are they ever going to come out and claim any links to any gangs? Come on, that shouldn't even be. That's like saying all 87s are going to come out and deny being 87s. I waste of time in that one. So that one they should even bother mention, right? We already know someone ever claim someone have no links to the gangs. So you waste people time right there. So we can move on to the next one. Any senator found guilty of involvement or complicity in corruption or of facilitating criminal activity will be immediately obliged to resign and may be subject to criminal charges if deemed warranted by the office of the DPP. I'm going to go straight to the next one because the next one is basically worded the same but no minister. This one says, any minister found guilty of involvement or complicity in corruption or of facilitating criminal activity will be immediately obliged to resign as a minister and may be subject to criminal charges if deemed warranted by the office of the DPP. First red flag, huge red flag. Look on your screen, the thing them when you see me underline right there. So. When them say, if you get found guilty, right? So when I talk about accusations, now them get found guilty. What they mean, they will be obliged to resign and may be subject to criminal charges if deemed warranted by the DPP. Una sister smoke and mirrors this. Una sister a smoke and mirrors this. First of all, the word obliged. That's a key word, it's a very important word. When you borrow money from a bank, you are obliged to pay it back. But it no mean say you ago or you affy. Listen, I wonder if you realize how important words are. Obliged no mean affy. It doesn't. When they mean obliged to resign, no. That sound like say una gotta just put some pressure upon them and tell them say yo come on, leave the office now man. You used to be a force you out. No. That should be will be stripped of their powers. Will be stripped of their office. That's the words I want to see. I don't know about Uno. What do you mean obliged to resign? What kind of obliged? And then it goes on to state, may be subject to criminal charges. But hold on, they've been found guilty. So what do you mean they may be? Which private citizen commits a crime, gets found guilty, and may be subject to criminal charges? When is it possible for somebody hold one knife and stick up somebody and take out them phone and they may be subject to criminal charges if found guilty? That's not how the law works for normal people. For normal people, if you get found guilty, there is no maybe. What do I mean maybe? That should say will be. So let's see, when you know skim over words, right? And as a culture, we don't take reading seriously, right? We don't take deciphering information seriously. We don't take listening seriously, right? Just hearing, man just hear something 1-2 years and gone through the other. This is how you get tricked. Because you see this and you say, well, things are going, nothing are going. What do I mean maybe? Maybe. And then it carries on even further. If deemed by warranted, or if deemed warranted by the office of the DPP. So right there, so are three things I look upon. The obliged, the maybe, and the if deemed. By the time you get through all three of them things there, you walk free. I wonder if you not listen to me. Your favorite politician, if he gets found or if she gets found guilty, they have to go first get obliged to resign. Then they have to go first maybe subject to criminal charges. Then them if deemed warranted. How likely is it that all three of them things that will happen? How likely is it? You know what I just spot right there, so? Loophole. Loophole. Sorry people, look like say the big C a blow that way. I'm throat fit. Loophole. That's what I'm spotting. That right there is the loophole. And if you're not careful, you would have missed it. Make a move on now, because this is important. The next one says, all members of public boards will be appointed solely on the basis of merit, relevant experience and qualifications. And as you can see, I put a giant LOL beside that one. I'm not even going to waste my time with that fantasy. Let's move on to the rest. The next bullet point states, all government contractors and subcontractors will be closely monitored to ensure that funds do not reach organized criminal networks. How are they actually going to do this? How are they actually going to execute this? Well, I guess, we can give them the benefit of the doubt. Their track record says they won't and they can't. But again, since them set a big new plans, I want to just write them off and say it's impossible, right? But yeah, let's just say I wouldn't really get my hopes up for that one either. It is simply too easy to hide money trail in Jamaica, especially when you have the actual links inside the system and you'll be the one stamping and signing off things yourself. You know my thing already. We don't believe you. You need more people. But I am very happy to be proven wrong. Let's put it out there. I hope I am proven wrong. I hope the Prime Minister and leader of opposition embarrass me completely and prove me wrong in everything we say in this video, because that would actually be beneficial to Jamaica. I have no problem with being proven wrong. So if 5-10 years down the road them show say, see, we pull it off, Sir P says well done. Anyway, let's move on to the next. Any company that is found guilty of corruption, facilitating or knowingly benefiting from organized crime, or acting as a front for organized crime will be disbarred along with their principals from bidding on future government contracts. Notice me underline something. Want to see right this one? Will be disbarred. Remember, you know, any company found guilty of corruption will be disbarred. But any senator, any minister, maybe, I wonder if I realize what's going on. So when you see a private individual, the private company will be. Then they're not chatting with you. Then they're not long talking with you. You will be. But for themselves, they may be, if deemed. When I really realize what's going on. When I really spot the little nuances and the little, you know, some things where if you just read fast, you just fly over it and pick up what really are going on. The next one says, we will introduce additional legislation to ensure that attorneys cannot be paid with the proceeds of crime or any other contaminated source of funds. This is where the lawyer them start fret. This is where the so-called badman lawyers start sweat. This is where Simon lawyer, Peter Bagjuice, down there are fret. But the question I want to ask is, how will they prove this? How will you prove, say, the money come from crime if the person hasn't been convicted yet? Let me ask the question again. How will you prove the money come from crime when the person hasn't been convicted yet? I wonder if this is another loophole so them, but them can say, well, you know, if they're convicted, so we couldn't really prove some crime, then where I bring it up for them? You have to go, I mean, of course, I'm not saying they have to tell us how they're going to pull these things off, but we can't just make them put these things out there with no real way of executing it. Me want to know how we ever get around that. Because, for example, Andre Blackman Bryan, leader of clans, he hasn't been found guilty, he hasn't been convicted yet. And the law say you're innocent until you're proven guilty, which, by the way, is loophole nonsense. That's just paperwork, right? You have to understand, if you catch somebody on top of a little pitney, I mean, you literally drag them off of the pitney, you see with them own two eyes, that person is guilty. You see them, 10 on to see him, 10 on to drive him off of the pitney. But in the eyes of the law, on paper, that individual is innocent until you can carry him to court and the tenant only turn up and say only see him and he gets found guilty. Until then, according to the law, he not do nothing. So, underneath, just understand, say the law does not mean say the law and common sense not always see eye to eye. Right? Only if you just understand that there's certain complexities in the law that this might have to do a whole separate video upon this, right? But yeah, not guilty don't mean innocent, and innocent don't mean not guilty. Bad man will kill 100 people, bust case every single day, and in the eyes of the law, they are innocent, but they are not. Again, as me say, that's for another video. But me want to know how I'm going to pull that one off. Anyway, the next one says, we will introduce additional legislation to criminalize all acts designed to facilitate corruption, organized crime, and money laundering, and give courts the power to seize the goods of persons who have facilitated organized crime and money laundering, as well as goods that have been transferred to them by relatives, partners, or cohabitants. Okay, sound good. But back to the politician then. You say maybe and if deemed. So what I want to know is, why when a politician is found guilty, which is what only say if found guilty, why this line no get applied to them? What should I say is, if any minister is found guilty, then the courts get the power to seize for them assets. And anything we transfer to them relatives, partners, or cohabitants. So if a politician take money and transfer it, the courts need to see. This is what we want to see. That's what we want to see in the amendments. I'm not comfortable with maybe and if deemed. It sounds to me like the politicians them draw up a law we say, listen, we are going to be kind of tough on ourselves, but we're going to be really tough on you. That's what I'm getting. But then again, I don't know. I didn't go to any law school, right? And as you know, I'm just a little YouTuber who make up things to get views, bad mind scammers, and look at hype from artists. So maybe I'm just not understanding how this thing works. But that is what I'm getting. This will maybe and if deemed, but then when it get down to the real nitty-gritty, you say people are going to start lose assets and transfer to relatives. But no, more want to see that attached to the ministers and the senators them first. More want to see that attached. We don't want nothing vague, because this is vague. Now they're saying, okay, well, that might happen. No, we want to see it in bold writing. Just like from the start. Any minister that is found guilty of corruption or involved in criminal activities will be charged or will get criminal charges, and their assets that them thief from the public will be recovered by the state, even if it's given to relatives, partners, or cohabitants. That me want to see. That me want to see, but I don't know. Tell me what you think. Right, as I say, my opinion will change the price of bread. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. PIA, you don't know, more life. Bless.